Alrighty then. So, if we did inverse trig functions with derivatives last time, what do you think we're doing today? Yeah, antiderivatives, also known as integrals. So I have 3 quick theorems for you, and they are the following. These are not the most practical things in the universe. We'll call that one I. And to be honest, on the entire AP test, you might see one of these. It's not like 37 questions are going to involve these 3 theorems.
So there's a chance we don't even see this.
So you're saying there's a chance. Anybody name the movie?
No. You said it before.
Moneyball.
Dumb and Dumber.
Wow. Beautiful.
So you're saying to yourself, where's inverse cosine? Where's inverse cosecant? Where's inverse cotangent? I don't know.
I'm saying that to myself.
Okay, I know that's what you were thinking, right? You're saying there's 3. There's supposed to be 6. Where are the other 3? I don't know.
Don't have to.
Nor do I care. You just got to fit it into one of those 3. So the difficulty in these problems becomes, are we good? Megan?
There's supposed to be a square root over both sides. Like square root of a squared minus b squared.
The second one? Yeah, squared. Squared, 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 squared. Everything's squared. Is you talking about this guy?
Is there supposed to be square root of a squared minus b squared?
No? Oh, yes, there is. How'd you know that, Megan?
Because I thought I missed, or I did miss this lesson, so I pulled notes from the book.
Thank you, I completely missed that.
Well, I thought
Nobody would have gotten a 5 on the AP test if it wasn't for Megan. Let's give it up for Megan. Our savior.
Like, we know this one.
Yeah, you can see how important these are. I don't even know them. I had to write them down. Okay, so then the challenge becomes making the problem fit into one of those modes. Numero uno. We're going to do a definite integral here. I have 3 questions for you. 1, which one does that fit into? 2, what's U? 3, what's A?
Number 2. The second one.
We're going with number 2, or II.
Yeah.
Do we all agree?
Yes.
Yes. Now, how did you know that, Dan?
Because x squared and then 1 squared is 1. So there's no square root, so it's got to be that one.
Good. And we also want to be a little bit sneaky about this. Notice the 4 is irrelevant. Right, so we can just move it out in front. So before I even start doing some inverse trig stuff, I would go here.
It's irrelevant because it doesn't have an x.
No, it's irrelevant because it's a constant. We just put it out in front and deal with it later. So instead of doing 4 over some function, I'm just going to do the integral and then take my final answer and multiply by 4. Okay, so that was question number 1. It's II. Question number 2, what's A? 1. What's U? X. Beautiful. Plug and chug.
Not x squared.
No, because notice, whoopsh, Oh, there we go.
Okay. So
Okay. So we get 4 times the arctangent of x evaluated from 1 to 0. What's a tangent of 1? Sorry, what's the arctangent of 1?
Wait, where did you find that it's arctangent?
Yeah.
Did we talked about that, right?
Yeah, we did yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Arctangent is the same thing as inverse tangent. Do you like this better? Okay, all right, that's fine. Fine. Okay, fine. Fine. All right. Fine.
Don't leave it.
There, okay? You wrote it in pen?
Yeah, so I think erase it.
You must have really been committed.
It's
What's the inverse tangent of 1?
That'll be 45.
Oh,
So that would be
Beautiful. What's the inverse tangent of 0?
that would be 0.
That would be 0. I notice a reluctance from many of you. Do you not know your unit circle?
It's just a little rough.
Yeah.
rusty. Yeah.
You might want to polish off the rough edges there, and
I'll work on it.
I know you will. Okay. Done.
Why is it subtraction and not addition?
Are you talking here? Or are you talking here?
There.
Basic rules for differential, definite integrals. Okay. So let's talk about what that means, because I think we're lacking in a basic understanding of what's going on here. We have some function, 4 over 1 plus x squared. I have no idea what it looks like. I wouldn't expect you to know what it looks like either. But what does that answer pi represent?
The area.
Area under the curve from 0 to 1. Very good. Okay. Problems? Let us do a second example then. We'll change color to blue. Which light blue, middle blue, dark blue? Middle blue. That's a good call. This one you'll do on your own. Let's keep it an indefinite integral just to make life a little bit easier. Oh yeah. Time to bring your big boy pants. This ramped up pretty fast, but we'll see how you do with it.
I don't know, because this is like, you could set e equal to something and it would still be 2x. So it'd be squares now. But then I could set it for you.
No, you can do whatever you want. I mean, I know, of course. Well, I use stars and asterisks and I didn't actually write out the word.
Might actually.
Okay, so same 3 questions. Is it I, or I? What's A? What's U?
You.
I think it's a 1.
It's I.
So if there is someone there or not.
It's I, right?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
So do we have to memorize these equations?
You should know them, you know, whether you memorize them or you learn them by
There's a quiz
practice.
next week, it says just the facts, what is that?
We'll get to it later. It'll be fun.
Next week or just memory quiz?
You have a tacky question?
Because I was stupid, but it's just our
No, A is a constant, U is a function. That's what it's.
Because I thought that at first, but I was.
Yeah, but then what's that guy doing there?
I
Anybody making progress?
No, I don't know what to do.
Kind of? What'd you do?
Wait, is it not?
Oh, nice. Okay, so Asher just nailed it on the head. What was it?
I did a UVU.
Okay, and what did you choose for you?
E to the 2x.
Now you're saying to yourself, self, what is he talking about? Little quick review here. I'm sure you all realize this, but you know that e to the 4x is the same thing as e to the 2x raised to the second power? Yeah. All right, go.
Okay, so the derivative of e to the 2x is 2e to the 2x dx. And then
The derivative of e to the anything is itself chained on with the derivative of the thing on top. I love it.
and then we solve for dx, it's 1 over 2e to the 2x, and then the e to the 2x's cancel out.
Okay, let me stop there for a second. Are most of you at the point where you can cancel from here, or do you have to do the full substitution?
Cancel.
You can cancel. Okay, beautiful. Whoopsh. Whoopsh. All right, Ashton, this becomes what now?
1 over root 1 minus u squared.
You missed one thing?
Oh, 1/2.
The 1/2. Beautiful. Okay, now if you get it down to that form, it's a little bit easier and it confirms that we are I, or I. I, okay? Keep going, Ashton. What do you got?
So then,
I'll give you the 1/2 to get you started. I'm a giver.
Would be 1 and u squared would, or u would be u. So it would be sine, or arc sine of
Which one do you prefer? Inverse sine or arc sine?
inverse sine
Inverse sine, okay. Uh-huh.
of u over 1. So it's just u plus c. And then u is 2, or e to the 2x.
How do you do? Good, let's give it up. Okay, a couple things that I like. Number one, you remembered the plus C. Number two, some of you are trying to jump from this step to this step, and I would not suggest you do that. Throw that extra step in there so you can get it in terms of U first, then slap U back in. Okay?
Would you, for the first one, would we have to, for the
This
pi-
first one?
For the pi, would we have to have plus c?
Because it's already-
No, because?
Oh,
Definite
because
integral,
it's one.
right. Indefinite integral plus C, definite integral numerical value, no plus C. It's the area under the curve. Indefinite integral gives you another function, or actually gives you a family of function, infinite number of possibilities here. Whereas a definite integral gives you one and only one answer, the area under the curve. Okay, so the challenge on the homework tonight then is figuring out on the problem that you're working with, which one of those puppies does it fit into? Those three questions are going to become very relevant. Which one of the three is it? What's U? What's A? And as you do more of the problems, you'll start to recognize pretty easily what's going on here. Okay, well, it doesn't have a square root. It's probably number 2. It does have a square root, but there's a thing floating out in front, probably number 3. But also be aware of what Ashton did here, where you still have to do a U to U problem, so that e to the 2x will disappear when you do your U substitution. Okay. ¿Preguntas? ¿No preguntas para las matemáticas? Sí, señorita. No, not today. Mañana. That's Spanish for tomorrow. Okay, didn't know. Might be taking French. Tegan.
Can you go back to the page with like the grade?
That one? There you go. Anything else? Was that?
Is A always 1?
No, A is not always 1. You'll see, A could be anything.
That's what I thought.
Hold on, I'll put it back in a second. I just want to stop my recording.